So I say, good morning, traders, and welcome to another morning trading show. And yeah, it's a little bit of show because we are human beings, guys. So we want to have fun. We want to be happy. And this is the most important thing because my mentor taught me a couple of years ago. He said, Marcus, you have the choice every single day to be happy. This is in your own hands. So, what do you think? Should we be happy today or no? Yeah, of course. Why not? We are healthy. We have the big fortune that we can handle with red and green candles. So let's be happy, guys. And so if you have any questions, type it in the chat box, of course. And we are live on YouTube as well. I can see them on my right side here, and here you are. So use the chat box if you have any questions or something else. Please then feel free. I have a great supporter in the background with Anna, my host. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's see. I hope you had a great night. You slept really well, and you had a wonderful start in this new trading day. Vladimir, wonderful good morning on YouTube as well. And I'm really happy that we can share our lifetime this morning a little bit. So please be aware, guys, that you know I'm a Bavarian German guy deep in the Bavarian forest. So I speak English since for 5 years right now. Yeah, I had a little bit English in the middle school, but 5 years ago I decided to learn English again to reach with my mission more people around the world. So I took a private teacher. She came from Los Angeles, and after around 1.5 years, so I decided to learn it by myself with making videos and something else. So now 5 years roundabouts, I do my best to be better and better every day. So, but you know, sometimes I will miss a word. The grammar is not the best. So but even the longest way starts with the first step. So let's go to the news today, this morning, and I want to share my screen right now. So here we go. And I can see the chat, of course. Here we go. And yes. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, feel free, type it in the chat box. So if I can see, when I can see it, I will give you an answer. Okay, that's the news from this morning. The big news from this morning. I expected this news. Regulators are unlikely to find systemic risk in GameStop frenzy. And this is not the big surprise because it was a normal thing. You know, it was an order book. That was the meeting point. And we had more volume on the buyer side than on the seller side. As a consequence, the price must increase. There is no other chance. And if you have more volume on the seller side, then the price will decrease. So the reason beyond, you will never find in the order book. There is no column where you can type in your name or the reason why you want to go long or short. Yeah, in this special situation with GameStop, it was the focus of the mainstream. Of course, well, that was kind of short squeeze, but it was a completely normal thing. Okay. Balil, wonderful good morning, and Martin as well. So that's the news for today. So I didn't expect anything else. And Mr. Biden opened to sending $1,400 payments to a smaller group. So the Americans spend a lot of money to keep to push the economy a little bit up. I wish we could do the same in Germany with a little bit more pressure on it. So we have really bad news in Germany. So many hair cutters must close because they are done. They are bankruptcy. Really, really bad development in Germany already. So we will see, and I guess we will get more bad news about in the next weeks. So stock edge up as investor a earnings stimulus, and of course the Fed officials. Now isn't the time for the Fed to think about pulling back support. So that's the big news for this morning. And what we expect today, we expect the rate decision of the Bank of England. So, and let's see, here we go. That's the news for today. So at 3, the interest rate decision, well, we expect no changing. Actually, we have 0.1 and the forecast is 0.1 as well. But as we were able to see on Tuesday with the Australian rate, with the Australian bank, they decided to cap the rate decision as well, or equally. But in the news, in the press conference, they published unexpected news. And we will have a look at the Australian dollar tomorrow when we have a look back at the full week. And today, I guess the focus is more on the press conference. And we have an effect on British pound, FTSE, FTSE, every currency which is included the British pound. So be careful a little bit if you are a day trader. So if you're engaged like me in forward chart, not the real one. But here comes the question of today, and you and my lovely host will open a survey of that. So the question is, are news really important for private traders? So what do you think? Yes or no? Just only yes or no. You can type it on YouTube as well, or we get this poll here. Yes, thanks, Anna. That's really grateful. So are news really important for private traders? Say yes or no. Just only type yes or no. And if you're on YouTube, you can tap as well, yes or no. Are they really important for private traders like us with so a little bit accounts and so all they're really important? So come on, guys, just only type one click, yes or no. Are news really important for private traders? Yes or no? What do you think? So I got 58% no, actually, and 42% a yes. That's really important. Okay, on YouTube, I got a no. Thomas, wonderful, good morning. I got a no. 2 no's there. Martin, I got a yes. Okay, so we have a little bit, it's an equally result, I guess. Anna, thank you very much. We can close the survey here. That's the results. So we have a little bit more no's than yes. Thank you very much. And yeah, what do you think? No, but only rate decision. So what do you think? Yeah, I can give you my opinion. You know, I'm in trading since 22 years right now. And if I imagine earlier in my trading career, it was really important for me to get news. But then my mentor taught me, what do you think? What can you do with this news? What is the real sense beyond the news? It's just an information. But always, and this is what I try to explain, in trading, we only have these 2 parts, buyers and sellers. And we have really huge traders in the market. So, and every trader has to fulfill 2 conditions. If you want to buy something, you need a seller. If you want to sell something, you need a buyer. Always. There is no other choice because you have one order book. If it's a future, it is a share, even in currency, okay, that's over the counter. We don't have open book maps there, but there is some book maps there. And the second one, how you can make money. You only can make money if you buy cheap and sell expensive. So if you want to buy something, or maybe if you want to sell something, then you know, oh, I need buyers on the other side, or I need the opposite part of the other side. So if you are a huge trader, or maybe a Bank of England, something else, how you can force the opposite direction to buy or to sell, how can you do that? Yeah, news. That's the sense of news. So as a private trader, it's absolutely not really interesting about the news. News, for me, news are only in that sense interesting that I know the time when they will publish the news. But what should I do? And even you are such a trader, you say, oh, important, that's really important for me, news. Be aware, it's your perception. You can interpret the numbers. But you know, and I showed you last week, we are among of millions of traders around the world. And I don't talk about the pro traders actually. So we have millions of traders. So why should be your interpretation the right one? Why? And if you have a small account, and then when I'm talking about a small account, I'm talking about an account lower than 1 million or maybe, okay, $100,000. That's a small account. If you have a look at the stock market or the currency market, you know, Forex market, we have a volume every day of almost $6 billion. So why should be your interpretation the right one about news? This is what my teacher taught me. News are important. They're really important, but it is what it is. It's just an information to influence people or traders to buy and to sell. And if you have a huge account, then you know you cannot jump in on one price. You have to go slowly in and you have to go slowly out. How you can do that? Yeah, news. And then people read the news and they say, oh, that's good. And the other one said, oh, no, that's bad. So the other one said, oh, I have to buy. And the other one has to say, I have to sell. So as private traders, guys, stay on the sideline if you are a day trader. Unless you are a news trader. But believe me, I tried it very often. It's really hard stuff. It's really, I don't know any news trader who is successful on a long run. So if you want to become successful on a long run, I suggest and I can recommend, please stick to rules. Whatever kind of rules you're following, maybe you will follow my rules, then you can become successful in the long run. But this is the question for this day. Our news really important for private traders. Yes, let you know when they will publish a news, but the sense beyond is just only to bring volatility into the market. As a private trader, you cannot know everything what the big people or the huge money will decide about that. So this is what I say about the news. So we expect the rate decision of the Bank of England this afternoon. It's 1 p.m. German time, of course. And what we have to do about British pound. If you are a day trader, please stay on the sideline. If you want to be a news trader, it's a kind of gambling. Admiral Markets and Paul Jens and myself, we decided to teach you serious trading as private traders. And as private traders, you cannot affect the market. And if you cannot affect the market, you have to work with rules, probabilities. And the next 2 weeks, if you have friends, they're interested in trading, invite them to this morning show, because the next 2 weeks we will go really, really deep into the topic traders' probabilities, and there we will really dive into really, really deep. So that's the point for today, guys. And then later we expect the weekly export sales and preliminary productivity cost on USA. And of course, we expect the weekly natural gas storage report. So, but the most important thing is the Bank of England. So everything what is engaged in British pounds, it's the best thing to stay on the sideline. So, by the way, if you want to follow my rules or the trades, then be a part of the wonderful Trading Spotlight community here on tradersyard.com. You can see it there, and then you open a real account and put some deposit on it, and you can follow the rules. Okay, so let's go into, so we have just on still one trading. And as you know, we made a decision, we jumped up, we trade in 4-hourly charts because most of you are part-time traders, and you will understand why we trade in 4-hourly charts. You will understand when we talk about the probability of a trader. Then you will understand why we trade in 4-hourly chart. And believe me, it's so calm. It's so nicely to trade in higher time frames, and it will bring us really, really big profits. So this is a suggestion of US dollar, Canadian dollar in 4-hourly chart. Why we do that? Yeah, that's the rules. That's the rules. So we have a trend. We saw the correction. The correction went round about 61%. You can see it here in the spike, almost 78%, but round about 68%, that's the holy grail, almost the holy grail. And now we had some balance candles there. And here we go, the next balance candles. And now I decided to try to open a position on my way back to the point of control, which is up there at 131.82. So this is the target. So what's the plan? And you know, if you follow my rules, then you know I always have a plan before I start the trade. And today I want to show you a really interesting situation of Mike. He asked me something about a special trade, and I will explain why we need a plan. Okay, my plan is, so we had a correction deep at 61%. So my stop loss is placed below this last low, not at the 0.3, that's too far away, here. And I will close half of the position when we jumped up, and we will have a close above the last 0.2. This is there. So if we will have a close above the last 0.2, then I will close half the position, and then I trail my stop loss. At the beginning, when we will open, or when the market will open the position, and this is very beautiful in 4-hourly chart, then I trail a mental stop, which you can use like an alert here in MetaTrader, bar by bar, because I want to see that the price really will go up. And if I can see they won't go up, I have to cut the loss. So you see, for example, in euro, Australian dollar, you could see I tried, the market won't go up, and I cut the loss. And you see the price actually goes deeper and deeper and deeper. We have to cut the loss, and this is beautiful. If you work with Heikin Ashi, and the trend is still valid, and all the other 3 rules fit, valid trend, young trend, it is, and the correction deeper than 38%, then we have to wait for the next balance candle. And then we can try it again and again as long as the other 3 rules fit. Then we can do it again, but cut the loss. No hope, no regret. Cut the loss. If the price won't go in your direction, cut the loss. It's just a job. And if the job doesn't work, cut it and do another thing. And this is really, really important in trading. And now about the plan, why I have a plan, I can explain about this trade. So look at this one. Mike asked me in our trading room, this is why you should attend this trading room, because we can talk about everything there, Mike. So this is for you, especially for you. So he asked me about what's the plan. So he jumped into the market there. This is really beautiful. I'm so happy, and I'm really proud of you, Mike, because you stuck to the rules. Most important thing. All the other stuff is trade management, but sticking to the rules, most important thing. Really, really proud of you, really. So, and then he asked me, because I could see the trend is still running, and I asked, are you still in? And he said, no, unfortunately, I got out. So why? I asked why. So here comes the answer. This is really interesting. No, yeah, here we go. He had to, he got out yesterday because he had to pick up his son. kitties are always more important than red and green candles. I understand. Family comes first and then stupid trading. But if you are a trader in hourly chart, therefore you have to be your plan. And this, guys, this is the human part in trading. So how do you feel? Because Mike told me he took out a half of the position at a special price. So and now you can see, and yesterday he got out there, actually with this small back set here. Price went a little bit down and then he got out. So now here comes the question. Are you happy? Now you look at the chart again. How do you feel right now? Are you happy about your profit? Or do you feel a little bit, how should I say, sad, pity, angry? Because you could see you got out with this stupid spike and the price is going up and the trend is continuing. How do you feel right now? What is the real feeling? Happiness about your profit, or maybe a little bit, damn it. The price is going on. How do you feel? Believe me, I made this experience so often times. And it's at the end, yeah, a little bit happy. But at the end, and if the trend will continue, I guess it feel like a loss because you miss the bigger profit. Yeah, a little bit happy. You should be really happy because you stick to the rules. That's the most important thing. But about this kind, that's really bad. So why is it? This is the action. But what is the cause? Guys, the cause is the human part. So why? Of course, you are more angry about the loss of it than the profit. Yeah, it is. So what's the human part of it? So Mike was very frankly to me, thank you very much, because he thought he was afraid to lose something. Guys, this is not the technical part. That's the human part. So therefore, you have to cover your money management. Because if you are free of emotions in trading, and this is the target, this is the real target, to be free of emotions trading, then you let the market decide. And of course, technically, that was a wrong stop loss, because the right stop loss should be placed below the last 0.3 if you are a trend trader. Maybe, and he got into this trade here. So, and if you have one part and you have one profit because you sold half of the position, guys, and the price is going up and up, in God's sake, let the market decide how much money you will get. You have a profit of half of the position. I trailed the stop into the entry or into the profit, a little bit higher than my entry, and then I got a free ride. Let the market decide how much money you will get. Yeah, if the price will come back and you will get out at your entry, you have no loss. Everything is fine. Then you have to look for the next chance. Guys, it's just a damn trade. It doesn't mean your life. Your son is more important. Your kiddies are more important. You are more important, not red and green candles. Let the market decide. And now you see, you feel pissed off. I know that. I made this experience so often. So what is the better plan? Yeah, of course, we are going away from point of control, but the price is just a kind of orientation. It's not a part of the rules. So what you have to do, what is the better plan, guys? Yeah, take out half of the position. And if the price is going up far enough, then trail your stop loss into the profit and let the market decide. And when the trend is going on and going on, technically properly, then you can trade. If we have a close, maybe above the last 0.2, yeah, then you can trail your stop there and let the market decide. You can never know. You can never know how far the price will go. Never. We're on the right side of the chart. We are private traders. We have no effect to the market. We are private traders. So let the market stick to the rules. Have a plan before you push the button, and then let the market decide how much money you will get. Believe me, it's the better plan. But the reason is the human part, and this is why I have a mission. That's my purpose of existence, to teach you the human part in trading. And I will show you a result. One of my clients showed me his result. Where is it? Here we go. So you see, he's a great trader right now. And he's still my friend, and he's a great trader right now. And you see, profit factor 1.83, guys. That's awesome. That's really awesome. You see the graph. Why? I trained him stick to the rules, and I trained him follow your plan. I love it. I really love it. This is my real, how should I say? That's my journey. This is my real, what's the right word? Reward. I guess that's my real reward, when I can see my students or you are successful. You are the VIP person here in this show. Okay, so this is what I try to explain. Can you please explain particularities of traders staying open overnight? Thank you. Cost, extra risk. Thank you for a quick comment. Yeah, you see, we have swap costs, of course, but this, I guess, Stefan, let's make a special topic about that, okay? And maybe let's talk tomorrow about that. Then I have a little bit more time. Okay, guys, that's we have some trading ideas. Australian Swiss franc, actually not. Euro, Australian dollar, we are waiting for the next balance candle. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, we are waiting for a proper balance candle. We are circling around the point of control. Euro, Swiss franc, no close below 38. We are waiting. Euro, Japanese yen. We are waiting for, maybe we can open a trade there. I will publish it on, how should I say, in the Trading Spotlight community. And here we go. That's the next point. And let's see, we will open this trade, guys. Okay, so that's the topic of today, guys. I hope you had a little bit fun and you learned a little bit about that. And be aware of the rate decision of the Bank of England this afternoon. Stay on the sideline if you're a day trader. If you're engaged in forward each other higher, then it doesn't matter about that. And I will hope we will see each other tomorrow. And follow Admiral Markets on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are. I wish you a wonderful day and rest of the week. And I hope we'll see each other. Share the YouTube video if you want, and invite your friends for this show. And always, may the force of the rules be with you.